I'm Kendra Cook, your host for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association. That's the special district association responsible for bringing the area free-to-access TV stations over the air by antenna. This is a community TV station. If there's a news story or event information that you would like to share, call us at 970-677-4119. And if you're a business or organization, we welcome you to find out about sponsorship opportunities for banners or video segments run on the channel. This is the Friday program for September 4th, 2020, DCTV Daily News. Our biggest local news today is the announcement that 2 Dolores County Court judge finalists have been selected. Comments regarding finalists are accepted by email. This was written in the Dove Creek Press. The governor is to appoint our new county court judge. Dolores County will be receiving a new judge for its county court Division A, but it's between 2 candidates and who that person might actually become. According to a press release, the 22nd Judicial District Nominating Commission has nominated 2 candidates from all those who applied for a Dolores County Court judgeship created by the retirement of the Honorable E. Dale Boyd. The vacancy will occur on October 13th, 2020. All judges in Colorado are forced to leave office by their 72nd birthday. Judge Boyd had been appointed in 2005 and then re-elected each term since then with a tremendous record of support as shown in the Colorado Blue Book at each election cycle. One candidate finalist is Dolores County resident Ann Dial Lawrence of Cajon, Colorado. The other is attorney Anthony Baca, who resides and practices law in Broomfield, Colorado, but also is a name that matches a property owner in Dolores County's Glade Ranch. Though we do not believe at this time, and this is a side note, my personal opinion, that he is actually a resident, primary resident here in Dolores County. The nominees, Anthony Baca of Broomfield and Ann Dial Lawrence of Cajon, were selected in a video conference meeting by the Commission on September 2nd, 2020. Any resident who wishes to express comments regarding the nominees and consideration for their final selection should be sent via email to the governor's office. That email address is posted here. That's gov_judicial appointments with an S at state.co.us. And time is of the essence for your comments because under the Colorado Constitution, the governor has 15 days from September 2nd, 2020, within which to appoint one of these 2 nominees. So you might just send one in today for whomever you would like them to select. The selected appointment will serve out the end of this term and then have the option to run for election in 2022. And now let's take a look at our local weather into next week. So the second biggest local story is, of course, the incoming weather. The jet stream, as they still call it, is planning a big move to drop our temperatures and bring in possibly rain and snow on Tuesday. The swing from the 90s to the 60s for daytime temps and upper 50s to the lower 30s on the overnights. Well, we'll see if this pans out. The sky was full of stripes yesterday, something we haven't seen in quite a while. So for today, it'll be a sunny day with a high near 88 with southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. For tonight, clear and a low around 56 with west winds around 5 miles an hour. Into Saturday, sunny again with a high near 90, east-southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west in the afternoon. Then Saturday night, clear and a low around 57. Still west winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour, calming down overnight. And into Sunday, another hot one with sunny skies and a high near 91, with light and variable winds becoming north-northwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. The winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour on Sunday. And for Sunday night, clear with a low around 57. For Labor Day next Monday, another hot sunny day with a high near 88. Monday night is when a slight chance for showers comes in after midnight. Mostly clear otherwise with a low around 50. And then that system brings down the temperatures quite drastically for Tuesday, with a chance of showers and thunderstorms also possible in the afternoon on Tuesday, otherwise sunny, and a high just near 64 degrees. Tuesday night, a chance of rain and showers before 1 a.m., and then that chance of rain and, yes, you saw it right, snow showers. What? Some thunder is also possible on Tuesday overnight. Could be a wild night. Otherwise, mostly clear and a very drastic cold low around 35 degrees. So tender plants may need some covering up. Though a freeze is not expected, it will get pretty close in many areas. And into next Wednesday, again, a chance for rain and snow showers. Although it's Colorado, so it may also be sunny. Again, cool with a high just near 64 degrees, with Wednesday night mostly clear and a low around 39. So welcome to fall. Enjoy a safe and great warm Labor Day weekend before we start getting into some diversified weather forecasts for the fall. And now back to our news. Even though the temperatures will be feeling cooler soon and we may get some of that rain or snow showers next week for a couple of days, don't forget that we are still in a drought and still in an open fire ban status, being very careful as to not have any runaway fires for our area. The Journal reported on some recent small incidents with photo courtesy Jay Balfour. Local and federal fire districts teamed up to fight several small fires in this area this past Tuesday. 3 fires were started by lightning late Monday night or early Tuesday morning, fire officials said, and the cause of another was undetermined. At 3:45 p.m., a lightning strike burned 2 trees on County Road H, said Cortez Fire Protection District Chief Jay Balfour. Mutual aid was provided by the San Juan National Forest Interagency Fire Crews. Once out, Cortez firefighters pulled off to attend a quarter-acre brush fire that broke out at 5:52 p.m. along U.S. Highway 160-491 south of Cortez. Balfour said that the Ute Mountain Fire Department and Lewis Areola Volunteer Fire Department also assisted in putting out that fire. The cause was undetermined, Balfour said, and could have been a cigarette thrown from a vehicle, a sparking chain, or an animal that sparked a power line. And at 6:09 p.m., federal and local fire crews responded to a quarter-acre fire on private land in the Phil's World area east of Cortez. Its cause was also suspected to be an earlier lightning storm. We had Cortez, Mancos, and Forest Service crews fighting the fire burning in trees, brush, and grass, Balfour said. I give credit to nearby landowners who also responded with shovels to help build fire line. A control line was put in around the fire by dark and it has been extinguished. Also on Tuesday, San Juan National Forest fire crews responded to a quarter-acre fire just 4 miles south of Rico. The Bootleg fire burned in heavy timber on steep terrain. Fire crews hiked in to chop in fire line on Tuesday, and the Durango helicopter dropped buckets of water on the blaze. The fire was fully contained and mopped up continued on Wednesday, said Pat Seekins, Federal Fire Management Officer. Lightning was the suspected cause. A nearby landowner reported the fire. No structures were damaged in any of the fires, thankfully. A power pole on the US 160-491 fire was charred, and it was checked out by Empire Electric Association crews. Fire danger is very high right now, Balfour said. A statewide burn ban prohibits controlled burns, and Balfour urged residents to avoid campfires, be careful with cigarettes, and avoid parking vehicles in high grass, which could spark from engine heat. Mow your tall, dry grasses by 9 a.m. in the morning to reduce the risk of sparking a fire. The San Juan National Forest is under Stage 1 fire restrictions. The dry fuels and extreme drought conditions create potential for wildfire at all elevations, Seekins said. As hunting season ramps up, there's an increased potential for human-caused fires. Unattended campfires in the forest continue to be a threat, and long-term weather forecasts show dry conditions continuing. It is a repeat of last year when fire season lasted well into November, Seekins said. And be careful, it's also the beginning of some of the hunting seasons, and there will be a lot of people wanting to camp out. Please be careful whatever you do with your fire while you're out there in our back country. The Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week ending August 30th, 2020. A wallet was turned in at the Sheriff's Office. Identify it and we'll return it to you, they say. A deputy unlocked a vehicle for a subject at the Superette. A subject requested a welfare check on a person in town. A deputy determined everything was okay. Multiple phone scams were reported by parties throughout the county. A set of keys was found and turned into the Sheriff's Office. Come and identify that if you're missing your keys, if that hasn't already been taken care of. And cows were reported out on Highway 141. The owner was notified. A county resident reported stray cows were at his residence again. The deputy responded and the owner was located and notified. A lightning strike was reported on the Dolores Norwood Road. Durango Interagency and San Miguel was notified. An emergency message was delivered to a local residence. They received a report about a rock from a belly dump coming through a driver's windshield. They assisted San Miguel County with an unattended death. They received a report of 2 or 3 lightning strikes near the Navajo Lake area. The coordinates were given in Dolores County, but on Forest Service land, and the Durango Interagency was notified about that. Again, can't stress enough, be careful with fire. And the Durango Herald covered the story of a TV film crew following a straw bale build near Ignacio. And if that sentence doesn't make sense to you, then keep listening. Straw bale building is one of the techniques of building a structure using, yes, straw bales, tightly baled together and then often sealed with earthen materials like clay. This technique has been around, well, no one knows exactly how long time. It has its fashionable times of peaks and valleys, and although it might seem an inexpensive alternative to a stick build or metal frame structure, in my opinion, it is more the lifestyle and resonance with the materials that is the draw for such a build. Again, the materials may be a less expensive outlay of cash, but the back-end labor is very intensive. And all that being said, here's what they write about having a TV program made over such a build. Shalina Luna and her daughter, Jolie Galvin, residents just south of Ignacio, are embarking on a warp-speed project to build the 18-year-old an off-grid earthen house in just 4 weeks, with film crews in tow. The family, already living in an off-grid house on the Southern Ute Reservation, will be featured on a national home improvement TV network. They can't name the network because of contract restrictions, Luna said. And if the family can successfully complete the build within the short time frame, Galvin, a senior at Ignacio High School, will have her own house made of locally sourced natural materials and powered by renewable energy. Quote, "We are in complete panic mode right now," said Luna, a sustainable design consultant at eArtThen Designs and Sustainable Solutions. "This is going to be my first build from the ground up," she said. There are many types of earthen homes. For example, some are built below ground level with exposed walls that provide light, solar heat, outside views, and access, often referred to as bunkers, but they're also called earth ships. Others are partially covered by earth and use strategically placed skylights or south-facing windows to draw in the heat and light. The houses provide consistent internal temperatures, soundproofing, and design suited for the Rocky Mountain climate, that according to the U.S. Department of Energy. Luna's 420-square-foot home is above ground and uses clay, straw bale insulation, and solar panels in its design. The family's daily life is, quote, "crazy," she said. They're constantly having to stop and charge up the house if they haven't had enough sun, or haul water if their rainwater collection system hasn't gathered enough. Quote, "My partner and I were joking about how funny it would be if we had camera crews following us around living off the grid," Luna said. The next day, Luna saw a TV network advertisement calling for episode idea submissions. A few idea pitches and auditions later, the network decided to feature her family's home project. The storyline is going to be this 18-year-old getting help building her own house from the ground up, Luna said. The design of her daughter's house is based on earthen design from, they say, the United Kingdom, where builders use natural materials like cob. The two-bedroom house will collect precipitation using a rainwater collection system and will be powered by solar panels. Bottle walls on sun-facing walls will ensure that light will continually pass into the house, and in the winter, a wood-burning stove will provide heat. Quote, "I've never built a house before, so I'm probably going to have to get a lot of advice from my mom," Galvin said. The materials are locally sourced. The clay comes from Luna's property, straw bales from Weaselkin's farm in Durango, milled wood from Cascade Timber Salvage in Bayfield, and bottles from Nayarit Restaurant in Durango. The only step left for the family is to actually complete the build with film crews in tow. Quote, "I don't know if it's humanly possible to build a house in 4 weeks, but we're going to try it," Luna said. Luna first explored off-grid living after buying a cabin without electricity or water. Drawing on her experiences working on her childhood home with her family, online classes, and an earthen builders conference in Santa Fe, New Mexico, she learned how to outfit the cabin for daily life. She's stuck with the lifestyle because of its affordability, lower carbon footprint, and minimal environmental impact. Plus, the family enjoys the constant indoor temperature in winter and summer and the quiet, no electrical hum inside, and nearly 2-foot thick walls keeping outside sounds out. And all types of articles and events like this are posted on our Facebook page, which is DCTV Daily News, where you can also watch the program replay along with news links and stories of local interest. And you too can share other events or news there. Join in on the conversation. This is your local community TV station. We're heading into the fall season. With school back in session, there's a reminder that on this channel, we should have the 4-H TV program, the TV Kids News, starting up next week after Labor Day weekend. So those will be on usually Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, sometime between 4:30 and 5 o'clock-ish. And they will go live with their program on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays here at the station. And if you would like to contact us about anything or share some information, Contact us through email at dcbnnews@gmail.com, or you can call and leave a message 970-677-4119. And thank you for tuning in to DCTV Daily News. Programs are broadcast Monday through Friday with replays online on our YouTube channel or the DCTV Daily News page on Facebook. And if you like the program, please do like and follow us on Facebook and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Again, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful and safe Labor Day weekend.